Hi everyone, it's Anna Wheaton from Nudge Nudge Ink. I'm going to show you a technique today that's called paper piecing. That's not paper piercing, it's paper piecing, as in pieces of paper. We're using Umbrella Days, which is one of the new items that are on offer in our online exclusives. These are not in a paper catalogue, you have to go online to see them. But I will put a link in the description of this video to show you where they are. It's a bundle that consists of a stamp set and dies. You can of course buy them separately, but I'll show you why they're good together with this technique, but also you can do it with just the stamp set. So I'm going to bring in the sample that I made, and then we're going to make it with some different designer series paper. So here we have clean and simple background of white, and the lady and her umbrella have been paper pieced. And I'll just show you that little doggy. You might notice it's a bit hard to tell with the color choice I made, but he's wearing a little doggy coat. And that is one of the dies. What I am going to use this time round is this designer series paper. It actually comes in a 12 by 12, but this is a 6 by 6. And it is the Unbounded Beauty designer series paper. This is the Australian price, $21.75. I'll just enlarge that so you can see. Now, the great thing too about paper piecing is sometimes you don't know until you've put it all together quite how it's going to look. What I've done is I've stamped the lady, and she is cutoutable with one of the dies. So you can see there's the lady outline, and then there's the little person, and then there's also the dog. So those will work around those. Oops. But then you've got a bunch of textured dies. Let me put that aside. Including, we've got some clouds, and we've got some puddles, and we've also got this little one, which is great for paper piecing. So if you flip it over, you can see that it has divisions for those 4 parts of the umbrella. And this will actually match the lady, pieces of her umbrella, and the little child, boy or girl, I love that you can have it as either, it will match that umbrella as well. So what I've done is this, pull that over, I have cut out using 4 different pieces of the designer series paper pattern. So there's actually a stack of 4 here. So if I separate those, 4 was just a little bit too many for the die. It would cut easily through 3, but with the 4th layer I had to go back in. So you can see I've got 4 patterns to choose from. So what I'm going to do is just glue those into place, choosing a different one for each section. Now, if you don't have the dies, if you don't have the dies, it will work just fine if you just cut them with your paper snips too and stick them on. Because not everyone wants the dies. So that's 1, 2, here's the 3rd one. So I'm going to pick another of the different designs, glue that into place. I might take you in a little closer. And because I'm choosing a completely different designer series paper from my original design, you'll see it's quite a different effect. Now the colours in this designer series paper are the in colours. So the bluey green is, I would say, that there's either Shy Shamrock or Summer Splash. So to me, that's the Summer Splash. Has a bit of blue in it. All right, so there's my umbrella. Done. But, oh, not done. That one slipped. Back into place. Okay. Now, I'm not done, though, with my paper piecing. I'm going to bring this back in, and I'm going to choose a colour for the raincoat. I might go this one. This is where the magic starts to happen. I'm going to grab my stamp and my ink pad, and I'm wanting to stamp her coat. So I'll put that here. And I've stamped that onto the Designer Series paper. I'm going to grab my paper snips, and what I want to cut out is the coat. Sorry, I didn't actually check when I was doing that it was in frame. Too late to go back now. Video is running. So what I'm going to do is cut this coat out, including there's a little slit up the back of the coat. Just come back out. And I'm going to go around all the little bits. Now you can see that her plait, that her hair plait down the back is just there. So it's just reproduced on the coat. And then I'm going to go around the umbrella. And I'm going to go around this edge. Just adding some more light. I forgot I had a second light till I went to use it, and the battery had gone flat. So I've just recharged it. Okay, let's go in then and colour her little plait with some crumb cake. So she's got a beautiful florally patterned coat. We're going to add some liquid glue to the back of that. Not too much, we don't want it squelching out the side. And then we can stick that in place, and that dresses her in her coat. Then I'm going to choose a colour for the boots. Now I'm going to go, actually this one's already cut into, I'm going to go for this one, and I'm going to stamp the boots in an area that's not too varied. It's a bit varied, but not too much. So I'm giving her some pattern on her boots, but it's not too way out. Now there is a die that will match this. So you could actually cut that out with the die. I'm just going to use my paper snips and keep this in one piece, because that's just easier to handle. Like so. A little pair of boots. Bit of liquid glue for that. And stick those in place. So paper piecing is quite forgiving, because if you miss the black line, if you come in slightly on your black line, it means that the black line that's on the white will show through anyway. So it works out kind of well. Just going to make that background a bit plainer. Now for her legs, I could do paper piecing there, but I'm going to bring in light boho blue. She's got her favorite pair of jeans on. Probably could have done this before sticking those pieces on, but I think I'll get away with it. So there she is. That's a colourful Colourful, colourful rain experience. Then we're going to bring in her doggy. So I stamped that and cut it out ahead of time. And one of the cute dies in this set is this. And it's almost hard to tell what it is. That is the doggy's coat. So the easy way to orient it is it's got, see these two little pieces here? They almost look like the straps of a shirt, but you turn them around and that's doggy's little, the bits that go down his leg, you see. So he's very stylish. He's, I'm going to cut that out with this green. I'll just do that off camera because I didn't plan. Did not plan ahead. Here it is. Little green coat. And this, like a lot of the dies that we're getting now, it not only cuts an outline, it does some little bits of texturing so that we've got a bit of shape to his coat, because we've got to keep doggy dry. Whoops, hang on. Now I should learn my lesson. Colour in the little doggy with some, this is dark crumb cake. He's a very well-behaved doggy. And I'll just come in too with the boho blue for his collar. I actually think the collar might get hidden by his little coat from memory, but let's still be ready. If it's hidden, that's fine. Doggy will cope. Oh, caught myself out. Yeah, it does cover the collar, but look at that. Let me bring it up closer. That pattern actually almost looks like it's a bit of a quilted jacket for him. All right, so we've got owner and doggy. Now that's Shy Shamrock, but I've brought in Coastal Cabana. Is Coastal Cabana one of the colors? Let me just see. I know it uses the in colors. No. And then I've got a background. Now I've textured this one. This is the, need to grab it, Dashing Designs. I just wanted something a little bit more in behind. And I'm going to attach that with some seals. So these are, if you're an overseas watcher, this is 1/4 of an A4 is the front of a card, 14.8 by 10.5, and then I just take off 1/2 centimetre for this layer, so it's 10 by 14.3, so 10 across by 14.3. Then the dies also include, if I can pick them up, some clouds and some puddles, both of which, or all of which, are textured. So there's actually 2 cloud dies and 2 puddle dies. See, they're all slightly different. And I'm just going to follow the same layout I did with my other card, just so that you can see the 2 of them side by side with the different color choices. So I'm popping that on. You could even do a little bit with these. See how those actually are cut through, so you could even pull those up a little bit if you wanted to. So I've got an itchy nose. Can't remember the last time I had an itchy nose, but yes, I have one while filming a video. That's always when you start coughing too. Second cloud up on dimensionals. I could, of course, put them all on dimensionals. And then let's flip these over. There's a good example of how the alcohol markers, the Stampin blends, will go through your paper. So don't colour them on top of something important. It doesn't often go completely through to another thing, but puddles, I'm going to add a bit of Tombow too. Whenever you've got one of these dies where it's got a slit in it, you've just got to take care with your liquid glue that you don't go heavy-handed, because it's going to squelch out of those slits. And if you're wondering why I've coloured my adhesive dimensional backings, this is the reason. Just say I peeled off those and I haven't peeled off the fifth one, and I went and did something else. I come back and I think, which one did I peel off? I can't remember, but it's very obvious with the pink. Colourful coat. Should be peeling all these off with my take your pick tool, but it's round the other side of my bench, and sometimes the fingernail is the handiest thing. All right, so there you go, paper pieced umbrella days with doggy dress for the weather. Let me bring the original one back in. So I've laid them out exactly the same, but you can see that there's quite a difference in the effect of them because of the color choices. There are some sentiments. We can have be brave, the storm will end and the sun will shine again. You are the umbrella to my rainy days. I'm not going to put a sentiment on until I know what I want to use these for, and some of you may do the same with the cards you make. Sometimes we want to be very specific with a sentiment, other times not so much. So there you go. Another tip. I've noticed this is gaped a little bit, having gone through the embossing folder, because I put adhesive down there and there. If that's the case and it bothers you, just grab your glue dots and you take your pick tool or a pair of scissors, pull that off and slide it in. Push down and pull your scissors out, and then that's less ripply. There we go. Hope you give that technique a try. Have a look through your stamp sets and see what else that you could use the technique with, and I'll put details about the stamp set in the description. If you'd like to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, which doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe just means it shows up in your feed, and leave a comment if it was helpful. Thank you, everyone. Wishing you sunny days. Bye.